Well, do you suffer from depression or anxiety? Did you know eating the right organisms could actually reduce your symptoms? Dr. Rob is in the house with a unique discovery that could help alleviate your worries and sadness starting today. Welcome back to the show. How are you?
Great to be here. How are you?
I'm doing very well. It's a pleasure having you back on the show. You know, a couple weeks ago, you and I, we talked about seasonal depression. You know, of course, we have the snow outside right now. There are people that deal with depression and anxiety year-round. And this could really be a turning point for them if they turn up your TV right now, because you have some tips for them. All you got to do is change up your diet, maybe eat something different.
Well, changing your eating patterns and the foods that you eat on a daily basis is absolutely a great thing to do. Eliminate all those processed foods, the cakes, the cookies, the candies, the chips, the sodas. Get that processed sugar out, because sugar drives the bacteria and the organisms that are in your gut. And what we're talking about are organisms that you can take on a daily basis in a capsule form that reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety by over 50%.
Oh my gosh. So you have
now, with tens of millions of Americans suffering from depression and anxiety who are taking very strong medications like benzodiazepines and antidepressants, taking something as simple as an organism to correct your gut microbacteria, the flora in your stomach, to reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety is really a powerful tool that you can use.
Now, this screen that we're looking at right now, is that bacteria or is that this organism that you're talking about?
This is an example of the bacteria that you would be consuming with the capsules, okay? So what we're talking about are probiotics, and there's a couple probiotics in particular that we're talking about, and it's Bifidobacterium longum and Lactobacillus helveticus. And the studies have shown that these two bacteria in combination will lower the symptoms of depression and anxiety by over 50%. You can find these in probiotics, and there's a couple probiotics in particular, and I'm not pushing either one, I'm not a sales rep for them, but because they have these bacteria in them, they're very powerful at reducing the symptoms of anxiety and depression. And get this, rather quickly. There are many patients who'll put on this, and within days, their anxiety that they've had for years or depression starts to alleviate, because you're putting the appropriate bacteria back into the stomach, into the intestines, that help create the neurotransmitters that are responsible for driving very important neurotransmitters like GABA, which is a calming transmitter, or serotonin, which is an uplifting transmitter, and that can all be done by using a probiotic, but you got to use the right one. And for all of you that are out there listening, the one that you want in particular, and it's my favorite for treating that, is this Garden of Life for mood, because it has those two in it.
Well, we're about out of time here, but you always have so many tips, little tips that people can do that just make the world of difference. How can people get in touch with you and learn more about this game changer
here? Well,
they
can find me at Renew Health. They can simply call the office or go to the website, and really just such a simple therapy that can really change their lives immediately.
All right, Dr. Rob, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by.